The moment you decide to be self aware, there is no how you will not start overthinking. Overthinking creeps in slowly, and before you know it, it becomes a trap. So long as you want to be self-aware, because it's a journey, you just don't decide. Like I keep saying these things, you cannot just decide to be something and then you become that thing. It's a journey. You have to start from somewhere. So maybe something led to something, and maybe you found the need to be self-aware, and now you have decided, okay, you want to be self-aware. The moment you make that decision, automatically you're also making a decision to overthink. So you can just easily fall into the trap of overthinking. And overthinking, instead of making you more self aware, it can paralyze you in that overthinking. Trust me, overthinking is not a good place to be. Being an overthinker, I know people can say it as a flex, I'm an overthinker. If you are really an overthinker, you will not be saying it like that. Overthinking can be a trap. We can be trapped in overthinking about even the littlest things. You overthink and it paralyzes you. You can't make decisions. You can't choose. You can't act. You can't trust. You can't just do anything because you're overthinking it. When you overthink, yeah, when you're an overthinker, you're not an overthinker. You're not a selective overthinker. You're an overthinker in every aspect of your life. Then you decide to be a self-aware person. You're gonna overthink yourself to stupor, if that is even the word to use. Overthinking comes with self awareness. So now I'm going to tell you how you can balance them both. Because obviously you cannot be self aware without overthinking. Because being self aware, you have to overthink. You have to think about the things you're doing. Be like as the name implies, be more self aware. And you can't just be self aware without thinking about your actions, thinking about your things, being more intentional. Taking your life seriously and thinking about it, making decisions, thinking about them, it does being self-aware has to do with thinking, right? And then overthinking is now the very thin line. You can just slip into overthinking unknowingly. You just find yourself thinking about every action you want to take. And by that overthinking, you can just get paralyzed and you don't take any action. And now you're overthinking yourself and you're self-aware. Now you're now hyper self-aware that you can't do anything without overthinking is forgetting that other people are not overthinking the way you're overthinking. So you're paralyzing yourself by your own self unconsciously, unknowingly. Why? It's a bad place to be. Everyone who has gone through a self awareness journey must have gone through overthinking. Some people don't come out of it because they just adapt it as a personality, adapt it as a lifestyle, and then crown themselves an overthinker and continue living like that. While some people actually fight, push through, and know that this is not how life should be. Overthinking is a bad thing. It paralyzes you. It makes you it makes you cap your own potential. Things you just know things you can do as a normal human being. You overthink about it to the point that you want to be a perfectionist when it comes to everything that concerns you. And now you're stuck. You see everything as mediocre. You can't just do anything because you have thought about it, thought about how good it can get, thought about how very amazing the outcome can become. And now you're stuck. You want to be self aware. You start to think about your actions. Anything you do, you start thinking about it. You start thinking about it to the extent that you don't even do it anymore. Sometimes I used to feel like there was a time I was really not self aware. I feel like those were the best days of my life because I just used to act and do whatever I want to do. Life was so good. Oh my god. When you're not self aware, trust me, nothing bothers you because you're not even aware of the things. It's those that are self aware and those that have done the work that can see through you. But you'll be living your best life. You'll be doing things the way you want to do it. You'll be chilling, you'll be having fun, you'll be making decisions. And in this phase of your life, I recommend that because you won't know you're at this phase actually. So I recommend you make every risky decision. You do everything that you know you can reasonably do. Because once you have become self-aware, there is no going back to. You cannot be ignorant anymore. There's no excuse. You won't even let yourself to do some things because now you are aware. So make all your bad decisions, do all your shenanigans, whatever it is you want to do it when you're not self-aware. Because once you're self-aware, you cannot. Like being self-aware is almost like aiming to be a perfect person. It's almost like aiming to be a perfectionist. But then overthinking can make you think you can actually be a perfectionist. That's the trap. But you can't be a perfectionist because nobody is perfect. It's only God that is perfect. So you have to know how to draw the line. If not, you'll be stuck in trying to be a perfectionist and trying to be perfect when you essence of being self-aware is just so you can know the things you're doing. You can be intentional about your choices. You can be intentional about your things, as in your presentation, your reputation, your everything about you. You just have to, be more intentional about it and be more aware. So you don't just be living from your, I don't know, or should I even say, I think there's even a connection between self awareness and your frontal lobe development. I think there should be a connection between them because once your frontal lobe should develop, that's another discussion entirely. You get more self aware, you get to see things more clearly, it's just like a part of your brain has unlocked that you can now see things for what they are. You're now really aware, you're now like, I think maybe, now they can't be the same thing. The scariest part about all this is that men frontal lobe is not in the dictionary. Do you know what that means? Men never eventually have this clarity. Do you know what that means? No, let's drop it here. Full stop. We're not talking about it. Okay. As I was saying, the clarity that comes from being self-aware is what the overthinking phase. But my point is you shouldn't be stuck in the overthinking. You should recognize that this is a trap and you shouldn't fall into it. You can't be perfect. Your lines cannot be all straight. Even if you try to draw a straight line with your hand, it cannot. You have to use a ruler to draw a straight line. And in this aspect we're talking about, you have to find God and let Him be the ruler of your life. So He can make your line straight and make you a perfect person. It's only God that can make you perfect. You cannot be perfect on your own. No matter how you overthink yourself into perfection, so long as it is not from a God standpoint, so long as it's not God's will, so long as it's not God that is directing you, my dear, you are not close to perfect. So you can only be perfect to your eyes, but it's not perfect in God's sight. And I think that's the most important thing because I mean, that's the person that created you. How else do you want to enjoy the best in life if you're not living in accordance to the one that created you? So once you get stuck in overthinking, there are a lot of practical ways you can overcome overthinking. But honestly, just cast your burden onto Jesus. Just give Him everything, and He will make your burden light. And all of a sudden, you just find yourself trusting the Lord. You're not going to be trusting in your own knowledge, your own understanding, or your own wisdom, whatever it is that's making you to, whatever you have been overthinking about, just leave it unto the Lord. God will handle it. And the best part is that He handles everything and He gives you the solution. All you have to do is just pray. Once you pray, the answer will just come and then you act. So now it's a win-win for you that have found the way, the easiest way out. Yes, now you're now self-aware. You have crossed the overthinking part. You do not remain there. You've given on to Jesus and now you are self-aware and now you have the solutions coming to you through prayers. Honestly, this video took a very drastic turn, but this is the best. Like I just gave you the tea on the platter. Ask any other person. Who would you even ask? I take that back. Okay, to be very honest, all I have said is true. It's very true. I wish there's a way that you guys can be just if you maybe you've passed through what I'm saying or you can relate to what I'm saying, just let me know so other people can see that what I'm saying is really true. You can apply it in your life and see how perfect it becomes. Overthinking is a disease. It can keep you so stuck. You can spend years, months of your life overthinking about an action that you can just take. Or you're overthinking about it because you are more self-aware. You being self-aware makes you to think other people are also that aware of you. Do you get? You completely overthinking will make you complete overthinking will make you forget the fact that it is self your own self-awareness. Do you get? It will make you feel like it's everybody is aware of you. Do you understand? You have to just find a way to get rid of the overthinking and then be just self-aware, know how to control your overthinking. Once you find yourself overthinking, just take it to the one who created life, the one who knows all things, the one who can do all things. Do you know what all things mean? It means all things. It does not matter what you are thinking. He can do it. Take it to him. He will give you the solution and you are fine. This is the quickest way. If you want more practical ways, you can let me know in the comments. I will give you practical ways which are, realistic to you who don't believe in what I'm saying. And you can apply that. And it might work for you. Because belief is just something, we'll talk about that in another video. But I hope you've been able to get something from all I've said and do with that. I don't want to say according to your wish. No, no, no. Do with this information. Huh, what is it? Just make sure you have gotten something from what I have said. And I'll see you in my next video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And yeah.